One thing I do say to you guys, or anyone doing photography, you check the lighting and explain to the model where she needs to be in the lighting. Once you've got that down, then go for your composition. Forget composition when you set your lighting up. You know, as long as it's in there somewhere, you know where it's going to be. So that's how I get into that. In relation to some of the images that I've created, I guess one is the picture of the Asian model Leander that I've worked with for some years now. She emailed me a artist's impression and said, could we create something similar to this? I mean, I thought it was a really, really nice image, so I said, sure, we can do that. And she came in and she brought a dress in and she went and, she has really long hair, so I had a wig which we decided to use rather than try to deal with the long hair that she's got. And she put the dress on and I set it up on a white background, and I was going to cut it off at the knees and to the top of her head. So the dress, when she pulled the dress up to create the image, it was all bunchy, it lost the shape of her body, it just was not a good image. So I looked at her and said, well, looks like we're going to have to cut the dress. So she sort of looked at me in horror for a minute, because she had bought the dress for this photo shoot. And I said, it's either that or we don't do it. So she said, okay. So I got my huge great scissors out, picked a spot on the dress, and I just put the scissors in it and just cut the bottom of the dress off. But I left it a little bit raggedy. I didn't want it really just nicely neat. So I then went ahead and shot it again. We got the composition correct, but I really didn't like the white background. It really didn't add anything to the image. So I decided to change the background, which I put to grey, lit the whole thing up slightly differently, and probably within maybe 5 or 6 frames we had it. I mean, you just know when it comes together. I mean, the way her arm came in, she just listened to me, followed direction, and it became a very striking image. So the dress she was wearing like a salmon pink colour, which I knew would be grey. The dark of the hair and her skin tone and the grey background would give me a really good looking image, which ended up being a nice black and white image. A year later, almost to the same month, we were talking, decided to do a front version of that same image. And I still had the dress there, and not being used again. I think she gave it to me then. I don't think I bought it. I think she gave it to me because I'd ruined it. So we went ahead and created the front version. It was, you know, I remember what I'd done. I set the lighting up. We went ahead and done the front version, which a year later became more popular than the back image. Although both images were picked up by galleries and have been sold as 20, I think they were 30 by 40, I think, you know, in side framed. So we've sold those. Okay, I guess since I've been on Model Mayhem, and I never used to go to meetups, but I now go to 1 or 2 with Orlando. And I had people come up and say to me, what do I think they should do, or how could they improve their work? And they want to show me their portfolio. I can't critique your work. As far as I'm concerned, if that's what you did, you liked it, who am I to tell you any different? So in asking that question, then I guess what comes to my mind is you need to take control of your damn photo shoot. That's the first thing I notice. You shoot too much, you're not thinking about what you want. How's my work going to get better? Well, all the time you do what you're doing, it's going to stay like it is. You've got to stop. You've got to plan it, you've got to look at the model, you have to test the model, you see the right model for what you're trying to do. It doesn't matter about hair, it doesn't matter about makeup, it doesn't matter about, it does matter. Let's not have an argument. It does matter, but it's not the prime important. The prime important thing is light, composition, exposure, and the way you look at the whole thing and what the model does. You need to take control and say what you want. Get a magazine, get a picture out, and go as close as you can to recreate that damn image as good as you can. Don't give up halfway through and say, oh, well, we'll just try this. Do not let the model say that to you, oh, how about I do this? No, you're not doing that. We're going to get this no matter what. And you need to learn how to get it, because somebody else done it. And I tell you this, if you show me something and someone's done it, I will do it. And I will damn well do it better. You know, so if you want to get better at what you do, take one of my images if you like. Take somebody else you know. Recreate it. People recreate some of my work. I email and say, I love it. It's great. There's one guy did a picture of one I did of a girl on a chair some time back. His picture is better than my picture. He really got the lighting down. I like the light on the legs that he got that I didn't get, and it's just really a first-class image. I totally love that picture. I wish I'd done it. So in my mind, if you want to do something, you've got to stop, slow down, think about it, and not just click, click, click and keep on going. That's how I look at that.